Today we're going to talk about a very scary moment in the life of little people, Big World star Tori Roloff. A moment that changed everything in just a few seconds. On October 1st, Tori was involved in a serious car accident that left her badly shaken and sent her to the hospital in an emergency. It started like any normal day. Tori was getting ready to go out. She had errands to run and kids to take care of. According to what we've heard, she was using a different car than usual. Maybe it was a rental. Maybe it belonged to a friend or family member. Some say it was a bigger car than what she's used to. Harder to drive. Harder to control. She got in, buckled up, and started driving. At first, everything seemed okay. The roads were clear. The weather was fine. But something didn't feel right. Maybe it was the steering. Maybe the brakes felt off. Or maybe it was just unfamiliar. A car she didn't know how to handle well. As she drove along a busy road, something went wrong. Suddenly, the car started to swerve. Tori may have tried to correct it, but it was too late. The car went out of control. It hit the curb, swerved into another lane, and then a loud crash. Metal hit metal. Tires screeched. Glass shattered. The car had slammed into a guardrail or another vehicle. We don't know all the details yet. But what we do know is that it was bad. Very bad. People nearby ran to help. Some called 911. Others tried to open the doors. Inside the car, Tori was hurt. She was conscious but in pain. Some reports say she was bleeding. Others say she couldn't move at first. The airbags had gone off. The front of the car was smashed. It was a scene no one ever wants to see. Emergency responders arrived quickly. Paramedics checked on her. Firefighters worked to make sure the car wouldn't catch fire. They gently got her out and placed her on a stretcher. She was rushed to the hospital immediately. Zach Roloff, her husband, was notified. He dropped everything and raced to the hospital. No one knew how bad it was yet. Family, friends, and fans waited anxiously for updates. At the hospital, doctors and nurses did everything they could. They ran tests, checked for broken bones, internal injuries, head trauma. For a few hours, it was a scary time. No one knew if she would be okay. Thankfully, later that night, hospital staff confirmed that Tori was stable. She had suffered multiple injuries, including bruises and possibly a fractured rib, but she was going to survive. Still, she needed to stay in the hospital for further observation and treatment. Her children were safe. They were not in the car with her at the time. That was the one bit of good news in a very hard day. Tori later told family how terrifying the moment was. She remembered the sound of the crash, the pain, and the fear that she wouldn't make it. She also said she blamed herself for getting in a car she didn't fully understand. She said she felt guilty, even though accidents can happen to anyone. Fans from all over the world sent messages of support. Her social media was flooded with love and prayers. People said things like, "Get well soon, Tori," and "We're thinking of you and your family." The Roloffs have always been open with their fans, and this time was no different. Tori later shared a message online from her hospital bed. She thanked everyone for their kindness and said she was taking time to heal. She looked tired and sore but grateful. She said, "I'm lucky to be alive. Thank you for all your love." She also used the moment to remind others to be careful. She said, "If you ever drive a car that's new or unfamiliar, take your time. Learn how it works. Don't assume everything is the same." It was a lesson she learned the hard way. In the days that followed, she continued to recover. Zach stayed by her side. The kids visited and brought drawings and hugs. The family was shaken but strong. They knew how close they had come to something much worse. This wasn't Tori's first scare behind the wheel. In the past, she had admitted to feeling panic while driving. One time, she thought a spider was crawling on her while driving and nearly crashed. Another time, she was in a minor accident that left her car totaled, though thankfully she was okay. But this time it was different. This was a major accident. And it reminded her, and all of us, how quickly life can change. Tori is expected to make a full recovery. She's getting stronger every day. But emotionally, it will take time. Crashes like this don't just leave physical scars. They leave mental ones too. For the fans of Little People, Big World, this has been a tough moment. We've watched Tori grow over the years, as a wife, a mom, and a public figure. Seeing her go through something like this is heartbreaking. But it also shows how real and human she is. Her accident reminds us all to be more careful on the road. To slow down. To not rush. To always know your vehicle before you drive it. To never assume that it won't happen to me. Tori has been lucky. She survived. She has a loving family to support her. And she has fans who truly care. Zach Roloff, known for his role on the long-running TLC reality show Little People, Big World, has recently made headlines for stepping into political discussions in a way fans haven't seen before. While Zach and his family have mostly kept things light on the show, focusing on family life, parenting, and farm issues, his recent statements show a more serious, personal side of him. It surprised many fans and got people talking across social media. For years, Zach has been known as the laid-back, level-headed son of Matt and Amy Roloff. While his parents have had their own strong opinions and dramatic moments, Zach often stayed neutral or focused on personal matters, especially when it came to big topics like politics or public policy. But now, he's made a bold revelation that's changing how people see him. In a recent interview, Zach shared his views on several political issues that matter deeply to him. He spoke about disability rights, government support for families with medical needs, and the lack of proper representation for people with disabilities in national discussions. As someone who has lived with dwarfism his whole life, Zach says he feels a responsibility to speak up, not just for himself, but for others in the Little People community. He explained that his political views have been shaped by his life experiences. From being judged unfairly in school and sports to having to advocate for his children's medical care, Zach said it's impossible for him to stay silent anymore. He pointed out that while most people may not think politics directly affects them, for someone with a disability, policy decisions can change everything, from how they access healthcare to how they are treated at work. One of the main topics Zach addressed was the importance of healthcare reform. He said he believes the healthcare system in the U.S. often fails people with disabilities, especially when it comes to specialized care and accessibility. He spoke passionately about the high cost of medical equipment, therapies, and doctor visits, especially for families like his who have children that may also face health challenges. He didn't name a specific party, but he did say he supports policies that expand healthcare access and reduce costs for families who need ongoing support. Zach also spoke about education. As a former soccer coach and father, he said he's disappointed in how many public schools still lack proper accommodations for children with disabilities. He believes every child deserves an equal chance to learn and succeed, no matter their size or ability. He said he wants to see more funding for special education and stronger laws that protect kids from being left behind. For Zach, it's not just about his kids, it's about doing what's right for all children with special needs. Another bold point Zach made was about representation in government and media. He said there are too few people with disabilities in leadership roles, both in politics and entertainment. He believes that until more people from the disabled community are given a voice, their issues will continue to be ignored or misunderstood. Zach said that growing up, he rarely saw people who looked like him on TV or in government, and he wants to be part of changing that. While Zach didn't announce any plans to run for office himself, he did say he wants to be more involved in advocacy work. He mentioned possibly joining or supporting organizations that lobby for disability rights, access to care, and fair treatment in the workplace. He said his platform from Little People, Big World gives him a unique opportunity to bring awareness to these issues, and he doesn't want to waste it. Zach also touched on some of the political division in the country. He said he believes there's too much anger and not enough listening. While he has his own views, he said he tries to stay open-minded and hopes others will do the same. He wants people to talk more and judge less. In his words, just because someone disagrees with you doesn't mean they're your enemy. You can learn a lot from someone who thinks differently. Fans have had mixed reactions to Zach's political statements. Some praised him for being brave and speaking his truth. Others said they preferred when the show stayed out of politics. But Zach seems unbothered by the criticism. He said he understands that not everyone will agree with him, but staying silent didn't feel right anymore. As a dad and public figure, he felt it was time to be honest about what he believes in. This moment marks a shift in how Zach presents himself to the public. While he's still the same family-oriented, farm-loving person fans know. He's showing a more passionate, opinionated side. He's stepping into bigger conversations, using his platform to shed light on topics that many people overlook. It's clear that Zach isn't trying to become a political influencer or stir up drama. He's simply speaking from the heart, using his own life as a guide to what matters most to him. His journey as a little person, husband, father, and advocate has shaped his beliefs, and now he's ready to share them, even if it means facing some backlash. In the end, Zach says he hopes people will take away one thing: the importance of empathy. Whether it's in politics, parenting, or everyday life, he believes the world would be a better place if people tried harder to understand each other. He admits he doesn't have all the answers, but he's willing to ask hard questions and push for change where he can. As Little People, Big World continues to evolve and show more of the Roloff family's personal lives, it'll be interesting to see whether Zach's new political openness becomes a larger part of the show. For now, fans are seeing a deeper side of Zach, one that's bold, thoughtful, and unafraid to speak up for what he believes is right. Zach and Tori Roloff have made a big announcement that has surprised a lot of Little People, Big World fans. After years of being part of the popular reality show, they've revealed that they are stepping away. The couple shared the news in a personal and emotional message, saying "see ya" to the show and hinting at major changes ahead in their lives. Zach and Tori have been central figures on Little People, Big World for many seasons. Viewers have watched their journey from dating to getting married, having children, and dealing with family drama. But now they say it's time to move on and focus on their family and their own path outside of reality TV. Tori shared the update through social media, explaining that the decision wasn't easy. She said they've loved being part of the show and appreciated the support from fans over the years. However, she also made it clear that this new chapter is something they've been thinking about for a while. The family wants more privacy, more freedom, and a chance to grow without cameras following them. Zach backed up the decision, saying he's ready to focus more on his kids and enjoy life without the pressures of filming. He mentioned that while the show has been a big part of their lives, it's not the only thing that defines them. He's excited to spend more time with his family, work on personal projects, and just enjoy normal life for a change. One reason behind the change seems to be the growing responsibilities of parenting. Zach and Tori have 3 young children, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah. As the kids get older, Zach and Tori want to give them a more private, grounded life. They don't want their children to grow up in front of cameras or feel like they're always on for a TV audience. Tori explained that filming the show could sometimes be stressful. There were deadlines, filming schedules, and the challenge of always having to share personal moments with the world. While they're grateful for the opportunity, they also want to protect their kids' well-being and create a healthier balance for their family. The couple also hinted at tension with how the show has portrayed certain events. They didn't go into full detail, but Tori said there were moments where they felt their story was edited in ways that didn't reflect the full truth. They want to have more control over how they share their lives going forward. Fans are curious about what comes next for Zach and Tori. While they are leaving Little People, Big World, that doesn't mean they're disappearing completely. Tori has built a strong following on Instagram and other platforms, and she's already said she plans to continue sharing updates with fans there. But this time, it will be on her terms. Zach may also explore other projects, including work related to coaching, parenting, or even disability advocacy. He's expressed interest in doing something meaningful beyond television. Both Zach and Tori seem excited about creating new opportunities and spending more time doing what they love. The announcement also raised questions about the future of Little People, Big World as a whole. With Zach and Tori gone, a big part of the show's storyline will be missing. Zach was the only Roloff child still appearing regularly on the show. His twin brother Jeremy and siblings Molly and Jacob stepped away years ago. That leaves fans wondering whether this could be the end of the series. As of now, TLC hasn't made any official statements about the future of the show, but longtime fans are already preparing for a possible final season. Many have shared messages of support, thanking Zach and Tori for opening up their lives and being relatable, caring parents. The couple has been on the show for more than a decade, and their departure marks the end of an era. Viewers watch them go through major milestones: their wedding, the birth of their children, health scares, disagreements with Zach's dad Matt over the Roloff farm, and much more. Saying goodbye to them feels personal to many fans. Zach and Tori's departure also shines a light on how reality TV impacts families. While it brings fame and opportunities, it also comes with challenges: lack of privacy, family pressure, and constant judgment from strangers. Tori mentioned that dealing with online criticism was one of the hardest parts of being on TV. She said no matter how real they tried to be, some people always found reasons to be negative. Now the couple is choosing peace over pressure. They want quiet mornings with their kids, family dinners without cameras, and the freedom to travel or take a break without worrying about filming schedules. They've made it clear that family comes first. They also thanked the crew and production team who worked with them for so many years. Tori said they made friends behind the scenes and were grateful for the care and support during filming. She called the journey a blessing, but added that all good things must come to an end. Even though they're stepping away, Zach and Tori aren't closing the door forever. They said they're open to future opportunities if it's the right fit, but for now, they're just looking forward to living life a little more quietly and privately. They want their kids to enjoy a normal childhood and grow up in a world that feels safe and comfortable. Fans can still expect occasional updates from the couple through social media. Tori enjoys photography, DIY projects, and family content, and Zach is likely to stay involved in his kids' sports and school activities. They're also focused on their home life in Washington, where they moved after things didn't work out with buying a piece of the Roloff farm. For those who have followed them from the beginning, this change may be emotional. But Zach and Tori are excited about what's next. Their see ya doesn't mean goodbye forever. It means goodbye to the cameras, to reality TV, and to the constant spotlight, but not goodbye to the people who have supported them for so long. As they begin this next chapter, they're taking with them lessons learned, memories made, and a strong sense of what matters most: each other, their kids, and living life on their own terms.